happening without the need for law. You hear about phone calls, you hear about pressure, all of that is finally finding its space, being codified into law. So 19.1 was mentioned. This is really a blueprint for 19.2 taken way beyond. So it's like almost the whole thing about all that thou shalt not do. And as the press in India, we sort of are, we're very precariously placed. We have nothing explicitly kind of saying that there should be a free press. We derive from what all citizens kind of derive from, Article 19.1. So I really worry about it. And the second point of government now bringing in news, which you find on YouTube, which you find in various ways. In fact, part of programming is a word which starts with W, is writing. So I checked with a few lawyers, does this writing mean, written stuff on the website, not just AV? And they said, yeah, it could. So maybe if you push them to the wall, they'll say, no, this is just the caption Barkha puts on her show, or what our YouTube artist puts on their show, it's just a subtitling. But no, it could actually mean all the writing we do as well. So the ambiguity of taking everybody into a government tent, so the way in which the whole editorial phrase is being put out by replacing it with a content evaluation committee, which will see every bit of stuff that we put out. So it's, I think, a en masse attack on any kind of independent journalism and press under the guise of regulation. So I think there's nothing regulatory about it. This ain't no Ofcom. This is clearly the government stepping in and saying, we will tell you what's okay. And by saying that we're doing it for, if public order and integrity of India and all, no, it's about making sure that the government doesn't get displeased. It's very clear in the way it's being kind of put out. So for me, the most dangerous thing about this is the way in which you're dragging in journalists into a CBFC structure. So I'm not saying that it's good to have a CBFC structure or that OTT should be censored, no. But so far, you've never had news coming into this kind of a CBFC setup. And in any case, even as far as film certification goes, the Sham-Benegal committee has made it very clear that it needs to be freed up much more. Instead of that, you're pushing all of us into the bottle of a much kind of a more restrictive censor network. So this is really a blueprint for censorship. So I don't even know if I'm asked, I have issues, which will come to that later when you come to me, on what clauses are of particular concern. But I think the whole conception of this bill is actually to put us all, gin, jelly, jam, news, entertainment, OTT, everything into a box and then censor us. So that's my concern.